I think when you're looking at the changes you're going to see, they're going to be phenomenal. We have literally moved in about 10 to 15 years to make sure that if you diagnose early for cancer, you have almost 100% survival rate. Imagine that. When you're growing up, when cancer was the biggest killer, if you catch it early, you can live a full life. And that's where AI and these technologies play a role. It can detect and diagnose you far earlier than any human could ever be able to do. As one of the speakers said, it can see the invisible. And these are the type of things that we can expect in Europe. But it will require governments coming together, governments putting politics aside, and making sure the private sector have the incentives and be able to have the health sector adopt these technologies and do it quickly. That's when you will see scale, and that's when you see real benefits as well.
However, there are many critics about these ambiguous issues of that co-involves ethics, that co-involves moral, even other questions having to do about the ability of AI to address all these new challenges that come in the new era.
We need these questions to be discussed in society, because we need confidence. We need confidence for people to use the technologies and use it quicker. Regulation is an important thing, and you need to have that regulation, the right regulation, in place. Just to think about this. In the real world, you give a stranger all your money to hold for you. It's a bank. And because of these regulations, right, you trust that banker, just as you would a doctor who performs surgery on you. Highly regulated, right? Your life is in their hands. Your life is in the hands of an airplane pilot. So we have to have these discussions and make sure society is proceeding the right way. But we should not act out of politics, and we should not act out of fear, because we can easily put more fear than what is reality. And we've got to get the reality right. We need to understand the real risks and implications in the right way. We should always look at something in three ways: risk, cost, and benefit. You'll always have the three, but I promise you, when it comes to digital technologies, there'll always be more benefit than the risks and cost. And the role of governments and society and academics and the private sector is reduce the cost and reduce the risk.
According to your experience with all these policy makers in the governments in the EU, are you optimistic that we're near the end of taking such a decision?
We're not near the end. I think we're the beginning of a long journey, to be honest. But I have seen governments act in ways I have never seen in the 25 years I've been doing this job. We saw it in COVID. We saw member states come together super fast and cooperate and create the COVID passport for people to travel, the track and tracing app to be able to track the disease, limit it, and remove COVID. We saw how governments are now ambitious, especially the European Commission, in creating a European health data space, probably one of the most complex regulations anyone has seen in their lifetime. And the Commission has the ambition and the courage to put that regulation out there. It's being discussed. It'll take time, but it will be a transformative change of society when AI and all the EU is able to access 500 million people's health data. You have the cure of many diseases in there.